Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be shedding light on the various emerging technologies of the metaverse. So, what are the ample emerging technologies of the metaverse? Without further ado, without further delay, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. The myriad of technologies of the metaverse will consist of ample emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, blockchain technologies, virtual reality technologies, and augmented reality technologies. These aforementioned technologies can be deemed emerging technologies since they have the latent potential to be further developed in the digital era. 3D reconstruction technologies and the Internet of Things will also be utilized in order to power the metaverse. Blockchain technologies have a copious amount of practical applications and can be utilized to serve as a decentralized and transparent ledger that documents digital proof of ownership. Blockchain technologies can even archive transactions conducted in cryptocurrencies on a decentralized and transparent ledger that documents digital proof of ownership and transfer of value, which will allow people to feel secure about transacting in the metaverse for major transactions, such as buying virtual real estate properties in the metaverse. In the future, people will also be apt to work in the metaverse just as people work remotely online today. People will also be amenable to receiving payments for their labor via cryptocurrencies if more and more businesses accept cryptocurrencies as a form of payment for their products and services. Artificial intelligence has an exorbitant amount of practical applications and can do far more than just assist with decision making and provide faster computing. The metaverse can be inundated with non-player characters that are controlled by artificial intelligence. The non-player characters that are controlled by artificial intelligence can serve as the primary inhabitants of the metaverse. The non-player characters that are controlled by artificial intelligence can interface with users and can also perform specific tasks. Artificial intelligence powered technologies can even be utilized to render avatars of the metaverse all the more aesthetically appealing. Artificial intelligence powered technologies can even be utilized to enhance the features of the avatars in the metaverse. 3D reconstruction technologies have a myriad of practical applications and can do far more than just allow users to be able to avail themselves of the opportunity to virtually tour real estate properties. 3D reconstruction technologies can be utilized in the metaverse to allow users to produce virtual replicas of tangible objects. 3D reconstruction technologies can render it possible for the metaverse to have 3D photorealistic models of objects, homes, skyscrapers, and real-world locations so that the metaverse can have virtual replicas of objects, houses, skyscrapers, and real-world locations, which can allow the metaverse to feel at least somewhat familiar to users. In the metaverse, you may, for instance, be able to virtually explore replicas of cities that you could not afford to tour in real life. In the metaverse, you may, for instance, be able to virtually explore replicas of museums that you could not afford to tour in real life. The Internet of Things has a slew of pragmatic applications and is able to do far more than just serve as a system for connecting tangible objects to the Internet via devices and sensors. By utilizing Internet of Things technologies, the metaverse can garner data from the real world and change the metaverse to be able to feel more realistic. For instance, Internet of Things technologies can allow weather conditions in the real world to be reflected in the metaverse. Internet of Things technologies can transmit data to the metaverse in real time about tangible objects that allows virtual replicas of tangible objects to appear more realistic based on their current conditions if the data leveraged to update virtual replicas of tangible objects to appear more realistic based on their current conditions. I meant to say The Internet of Things technologies can transmit data to the metaverse in real time about tangible objects that allows virtual replicas of tangible objects to appear more realistic based on their current conditions if this data is leveraged to update virtual replicas of tangible objects to appear more realistic based on their current conditions. Internet of Things technologies can be leveraged to allow the metaverse to be connected to a copious amount of disparate devices. The data garnered by Internet of Things technologies can even be managed by artificial intelligence powered technologies. Augmented reality technologies have a plethora of practical applications and can do far more than just deluge reality with interactive digital visuals. Augmented reality technologies can gamify the real world, such as by allowing users to play games in real world settings that are enhanced with augmented reality overlays and augmented reality characters. Augmented reality technologies can be utilized to allow users to enter the metaverse through augmented reality smart glasses and to seamlessly interface with the metaverse. Virtual reality technologies have a cornucopia of practical applications and can do far more than just allow users to enter virtual fantasy worlds. Virtual reality technologies can enhance the metaverse even to the extent to which users can feel, hear, and interface with the people of the metaverse. As virtual reality technologies advance, virtual reality equipment will be able to do far more than just provide access into fantasy worlds with audio. Virtual reality equipment may also be able to allow people to have an interactive multi-sensory virtual reality experience in which they do not only experience virtual stimuli, audio stimuli, but also experience tactile stimuli. The various technologies of the metaverse have the latent potential to be further developed in the digital era and have the latent potential to allow the metaverse to be an eminently robust digital reality. The various emergent technologies of the metaverse have the latent potential to allow the metaverse to be an eminently robust digital world that is far more immersive, dynamic, and interactive than the internet. I hope that you deem this video to be fascinating and insightful. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.